watching Investors Guide on ET Now. Vishal Kapoor joins us. He's the GM of Wealth Management at Standard Chartered. He's going to answer a couple of our questions. Vishal, thanks so much for taking out the time to answer our questions. Now, our first question this week comes in from Alexander, who writes in saying he's 31 years old, his wife is 32, and they have a 2-month-old son. And congratulations to both of you, Alex. He currently has health insurance from his employer for up to 3 lakh rupees. His wife has insurance of 2 lakh rupees. He wants to know if that's enough, or should he buy an additional cover, and what sort of a policy should he be looking at?
Say for Alexander, I think the good news is that he has some cover which seems appropriate for his age. Having said that, I would still think that if it is affordable, he should consider an additional cover personally, as in bought by his own. There are 3 advantages. One is that in case of unemployment or change in employment, during the window period varies between employers, a personal cover will come in handy. 2 is we don't really know what his new employer in the future might actually offer as a cover, whether adequate or inadequate. 3rd is that the other features he's looking at from his health insurance may be available off the shelf through a variety of insurance providers, including maybe not up to death, but covering him up to 70 or 80 years, giving him cashless facilities, as well as covering him for maternity. So a personal cover, maybe about 2 to 3 lakhs on top of what he already has, may be a good idea.
Alright, moving on to our next question. Abhijit has written in from Mumbai. He tells us he plans to renovate his home, and the contractors have given him an estimate of 2 lakh rupees. Now, he wants to know, should he use the cash he has in his savings bank account, which is about 3 lakhs, or should he redeem his mutual fund? He has invested in HDFC Prudence and Fidelity Equity. Should he redeem those mutual funds and pay for the renovation? Alternatively, he's also considering redeeming his mutual funds and putting the money in a fixed deposit because the rates are really high. Which of these should he actually be doing, Vishal? Which makes sense? Should he be redeeming that mutual fund at all?
Unfortunately, for Abhijit, we don't have as good a picture as we might need. So I'm going to look at this under 2 situations. What we know is that he has 3 lakh rupees of cash, and he's got all his other savings, it seems, in mutual funds, predominantly in equity mutual funds. Now, if that is the case, I would say that Abhijit might be better off actually redeeming some of the funds that may have made money for him, and actually keeping the 3 lakhs in cash as well as fixed income securities. So he should keep a portion of this as a contingency fund. Typically 6 months worth of expenses might be appropriate. The remaining in fixed income instruments, and a fixed deposit is a good idea there, and the balance can remain and continue in the equity funds he has. Now, the case 2 could be that he has other fixed income portfolios that he has, or other asset classes that we don't know about. If that's the case, then I think it's a good idea that he could use the cash for his renovation and let the equity portfolio continue on a long-term journey that he started off with for them.
So our last question comes in from Nayan, who writes in saying he's looking for an exemption on capital gains, and he's heard he can invest in bonds that can give him that exemption. He wants you to recommend a couple of bonds that would make sense for him. Vishal.
Nayan could look at either the National Highway Authority's bonds, NHAI bonds, or the Rural Electrification Corporation bonds. Both of these are available on a tax-free basis to the customer at about 6% odd yield. These are 3-year in tenor, AAA. Minimum lot size is quite small at 10,000 rupees. There is a maximum though in some of them where it may be up to 50 lakhs. So if you have a larger gain, you might want to sort of do it across a few of these bonds. So 2 of these should be a good starting point.
Alright, Vishal, thank you so much for your time. Remember, if you have questions for Vishal, you can write into us. There's an email ID at the bottom of your screen. Send in as many details as possible. Makes it easier for us to answer your questions. That's a wrap on Investors Guide. Thanks so much for joining us. Remember, facebook.com/Investors Guide. You can catch this show on that page in case you missed something and you want to jot that down. Tune in next week and catch Investors Guide. Thanks for watching.